are the other benefits of learning how to draft a term sheet, and what are the job prospects? Two ways, okay? One for clients, one for job prospects. So I'm going to show you the sequence, okay? First step, after the term sheet's done, you may be engaged for drafting the share subscription, share purchase, and shareholders agreements. You can remember a holy trinity, okay? Share subscription, share purchase, and shareholders agreement. In the later part of this, I'll explain to you why they are used together, okay? You will also be engaged, if you know how to do the work, for filing the amended articles of association and for drafting them. You will need to draft certain shareholders resolutions, board resolutions, and other resolutions to increase authorized capital of the company. This is a corporate law part. Okay, this also you'll have to do. All this is separate pieces of work, part of the same transaction. You may have to create the ESOP arrangement also. Okay, you may have to create employment agreements or other agreements for key managerial personnel. You may do a reverse due diligence for the startup entrepreneur. You'll say that acha, investor is starting their diligence, they have their own lawyers, please do a reverse due diligence before for me. Okay, so you can help the startup with the due diligence process, where the entrepreneur says that the investor has their lawyers, but just help me put things together, and as and when they say there's a problem, please help me in fixing it. You can help them bridge all the gaps discovered in their due diligence, because when the report comes, there will be like 20 action points. Who does the founder have? The founder has all the people who are business guys. Maybe he or she knows a CA. Okay, there's lots of stuff that a lawyer will have to do. Okay, so that's what you can help with. Maybe the founder hears the investor say, yeah, trademark to kar lo apna brand, and the founder is like, okay, I should do the trademark, let me give you trademark work. Like that, it starts increasing. All this work is charged separately. Did you see how many things are actually happening? If you do this work well, both the founder and the investor will appreciate your work. So this is not like, I am against that lawyer, I'm against that client. It's like you are serving one client, and literally the investor is also your observing you, wanting to give you referrals. Okay, this is how this works. Startups raise now, eighth part, these numbers are actually the new kinds of work that emerge from one thing, the term sheet. Startups raise money in multiple rounds. So you get to do all these in the next round again. By that time, the clients have more money and they're willing to pay more. And you know what happens? There's a moral obligation. You've helped them so much, they'll be like, chalo, ab I won't negotiate. Okay. And I am not kidding. You can check with anything, like whether it is Amazon or any e-commerce store. Pehle you used to get everything free. Okay. Zomato, you can check. Food used to be free. Now they put a delivery. You have a delivery charge per order. Okay, so what happens is, later if you charge, once you have the client but you charge them later, they are willing to pay, because they have experienced your service. Okay, if Zomato can charge 50 rupees for delivery, I'm sure you can charge 20,000 for good quality of work, 50,000 for amazing quality of work, right? The founder may engage you for similar work on other investment rounds. So there's investor may say, "Arey, मेरे दूसरे company को भी help कर दो." Founder may also engage you this month, because this money is going to last for only 12 months to 18 months. Why do I say 12 months to 18 months? Anybody thought about that? Anybody knows why I said 12 to 18 months? Because before the investment is made, before the term sheet came, the founder made something called a pitch to the investor. In that pitch, they gave a business plan. In the business plan, they said, in 18 months, we are going to spend your money like this. This is how much money we are going to make, and this is how much we'll grow by, and this is the profit that we will make, or this is our turnover that's going to increase, and we will need money again after 18 months, because we'd have spent all your money. Okay, so that is why the horizon is max 18 months or so. Okay, before the next round of money is raised, the startup will grow many times. Okay, we've covered this. So expect to get 5 to 10 contracts at least in those 18 months from that one client. Okay, at least. And if you did one term sheet for one person, you can do like 10. And if you do 10, maybe two startups will grow. Now multiply 10 into 2 becomes 20. Okay, those two clients will soon start to give you retainers, long-term arrangements, and all of that. This is how you build your clients as an independent practitioner. And those who don't want to do this, you say, Are, I want to work in a law firm. You use the same experience, move to a law firm. Okay, if you're a law student, you keep doing this for the learning and keep applying for law firm internships also during your vacations. It'll keep happening. Okay, and Now, occasionally the investor will refer you to other startups. Do you know why? Okay, these are only some of the portfolio companies. This is how performing one work leads to a virtuous cycle. So you have to focus on step 1. Okay, and you have to know that if I get the work till step 10, I must be ready to perform it before step 1 also. Okay, because once the work comes, I don't have opportunity to fail. Okay, now we move to the next part. Did you follow till here? Do you know why you need to know now step 1 to 10 everything beforehand, before you get your first work? Because if you get one work, your whole karmic cycle starts. Okay,